In a crass act of demagoguery, this Minister of Finance targeted and scapegoated our small business people, accusing them of, quote, being a privileged few who, quote, used fancy accounting schemes to avoid paying their fair share, Mr. Speaker. But yet it was him that set up a company in Barbados. It was him that put his Toronto holdings in an Alberta numbered company, even though he lives in Ontario. And it was him that realized his capital gains before his own tax increases came into effect to avoid paying them himself. Why has he worked so hard to minimize his tax?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I know that the member opposite knows a lot about demagoguery, so I won't put that into question, but I'm very proud that the Finance Minister has lowered the small business tax cut and will be lowering it to 9% in the next 2 years. The Finance Minister has worked very hard in the last 2 years to create a climate that's prosperous for entrepreneurs, where we have the fastest growth in the G7, 600,000 jobs created. That's a record we can all be proud of. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Carleton.
Well, the Finance Minister's record is working hard to minimize his own tax bill while maximizing everyone else's. Mr. Speaker, small businesses face massive changes to how they can pay their family members. Those changes come into effect in less than 4 weeks. And yet, this minister, because he's so up to his eyeballs managing his own personal financial scandals, has been wreaking havoc on the finances of those businesses. When will he come clean and tell them what their new rules will be?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We're reviewing the submissions that we've received from Canadians. We've consulted from coast to coast, and the new proposals will be announced very shortly, Mr. Speaker. We've always said that we want to make sure that we avoid unintended consequences. We stand behind the family business model, and anyone who works in a business, a family member who legitimately works in a business, will be able to continue and be remunerated for it. We're behind small businesses. We're behind family businesses. We always be.